Hey guys, Graybeard Gaming, and welcome back to Tassi. I know we talked about it earlier that we were going to go ahead and get this map reconfigured so we had no equipment, no property, nothing. And that's exactly what I've done. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to just go and sit at the shop. All right. We're just going to sit here. We're going to hang out with our wang out, whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to purchase some land. Now, what I'm going to purchase first is this giant farmland 32. That's where we're going to build our base of operations. So let's go ahead and buy that. We have $1 million of debt, and that is everything we've got. Now, I am curious as to what this field is. This is corn. That's fine. I'm going to buy that field too. Yep. And then this field, I think, is green beans or peas. Let's take a quick peek. And we are... Yeah, we are peas. So, not a huge fan of having power lines in the midst of my fields, but it is what it is, you guys. Gonna have to deal with it. I am going to purchase this property as well. All right. So, we have already spent, I think this is canola. I just want to visit and see. No, it's spinach. How much is the spinach field? It's 18,000. I'm not keen on, spinach and peas, but I want the properties. So those are our plots of land. Now we have got how much money have we got left? We have 775,000. We're going through it quick, you guys. What I do want to do is I want to head over to our let's see if there's a vehicle that we can purchase in the discount. I just want a truck or something just to move around. I'll probably be buying that, mostly because it has a great harvester size. I love that. I love that harvester. But let's go ahead and take a peek at what we've got. I'm not a huge case fan, but I am going to scour through the used equipment stuff, see what I like, see what I might buy. This in particular, at 6 meters, I'll probably buy that. But I do want to, I'm just looking for a vehicle right now. Like that Lizard's okay. It's not really what I want. I would prefer an international. That's what I'm looking for and hoping for is the international pickup. If I have to buy it brand new, that one right there, I will probably also buy because I do have stuff to harvest. And that's fine, but it's not the vehicle I necessarily want as a vehicle. That's one of the tractors I want. I will be looking for equipment, but I want to get over to our property area because I want to build on our property area. And just looking at, I mean, I don't need something that has a capacity, but I could look at it as far as, needing to, it's only one bag. Yeah, as far as needing something that will, I might just get that. I didn't really want to have that as a vehicle, a side-by-side, but you know what? It works. It also has an auto pickup. That is interesting. You know what? We're going to buy it. We're not going to get it with a 3-point hitch. I'm not sure what the difference is there. We are going to customize this because I want it to be always customized to be Graybeard. So, If I'm not going to get the plate I want, then I will go with no plate. All right, so no plate. All right, let's go ahead. Let's purchase this. All right, we got to create our area here. And let's go over to here. Let's get in our one vehicle. For some reason I couldn't do a quick. Oh, I did want to jump into our settings because there are settings that I don't want. There are settings that I do want. Traffic will be on, but I don't think there is any traffic on this map. We are going to go with that. We are going to leave snow on. No fixed crop destruction. You know, I don't want fieldstone. I'll deal with all the other stuff. And I'm just going to do visual. I don't want to have the damage from the fields. You know what? No, I am going to leave that on. It is a hard playthrough. Dirt, automatic engine start. I want that off. Off. I want to turn all these off. And I'm going to increase it to 6 contracts. I don't plan on doing contracts. But let's go ahead and let's head over to our main base of operations and see what we've got going on there. Now, I am interested to see how all of this kind of plays into how this map really plays into things. I own all this. I plan on buying a chainsaw and really just ripping out just shrubs and just scrub trees. I don't like them, so I'll take out any of that stuff. I don't mind. All right, so when I'm looking at this though, I mean, we've got a huge amount of field there. This is our home base, and I am actually loving this. I like having this little area up against us. It's kind of neat. And what I think I'm going to do is going to just kind of park over here in the road, or next to the road, I guess. What I'll do is I'll just park here where I can't place anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into construction. We are going to do some painting, and I want gravel. All right, so I want to put a driveway up through here. So what I'm going to do is, let me see. And I just want to have a driveway that kind of goes off into that direction. We'll increase that a little bit in width, but I do want to have my driveway kind of go off into this direction. I will be placing a house over in here. Well, I just don't know where yet. I'm kind of thinking that our house is going to come up over here, and we're just going to ploop a house right over in here. Now, what house is the better question? My go-to is, typically speaking, this one, and I just like it. And I'm probably going to place this one. But I don't want it to be just some generic placement. I want it to kind of, take up some space and just be one of those, kind of a quirky spot like that. And then we're going to go back to our gravel here, and we will continue on And I will put in some grass. Yep. I do want to have a nice lawn area right up into the edge of the house. I'm really gonna have to learn how to terraform in a nice, neat fashion. I'm obviously not there. And I just really want to kind of continue that on right through there. Alright, so then we're going to, I'm not going to mow my lawn, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm just not interested in doing that. Alright, so we're going to just bring this over to here and continue to clean this up a little bit. There we go. And just for poops and giggles, we are going to make sure it goes all the way around the house. There. Now, let's get back to putting in our gravel. So, I want to have a yard over here for buildings. Things like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to massively make that bigger, square that off, and we are just going to kind of tidy that up a little bit. All right, do I think this is a big enough yard? Probably not. But for the moment, it'll work. I just want to kind of clean it up to where my property edge is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grass that off a little bit better here in a minute. But for right this moment, this is where we're at. Now, I'm just going to pull up over here. It's actually a good sized yard for a farmyard. Let's see what we can do. All right, so I want to put in some buildings, and then I'm going to want to actually give myself a driveway, things like that. But for right now, I want to get buildings in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off a spot for my sheds. So let's go ahead, pick out some sheds. I don't really want the cheapest looking sheds, but I don't want to also spend a ruddy fortune. I also want them to all be functional in some way, so I don't want them to be, just some scrubby little crap. All right, so I'm thinking, I like these metal sheds. I'm wondering if I were to put one like what's this guy? Kind of like that, but maybe over into this. All right, and then I need to have a couple of these types of buildings. I like this one. So we're going to build off the roadway just a bit. And I don't need that barn. I don't want constructibles. Tools, farmhouses. I already got a farmhouse. Still on sheds. Still on sheds, guys. Still on sheds. All right, I want an open front shed, I think. I'm not loving the options I've been given. What's this one looking like? I mean, that one's pretty small. Could probably get away with setting one like this up over here. All right, and then, like I said, I wanted an open, front opened one. Mostly something that I can place a harvester in, kind of like that one. What about this one? This one might be the winner. And I like that. All right, so we've got an open, another one right here. This is where, you know, some big stuff's gonna go. We've got this one here, and then we've got this old barn, and then we've got a small barn. That's fine. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I'm pretty happy with those starts. Now, let's figure out, because I still need a couple more things. So, other thing I want to get is, I'm going to go ahead and get back into construction, painting, and I want to kind of go through this, because I want to fix this one out. I don't mind if they're dirt inside, I just don't want the dirt outside. Well, I changed my mind. All right. Then we'll do the same over here. Get that all cleared out. And then I want to put a driveway up over here because there is other stuff I need to address. And I don't have an animal barn yet, which I'm going to want to do. I do want to get back to the grass because I want to just going to get our berm colored in here. Want that grass cleaned up. All right, that'll look good. So back here, I'm gonna want to put in my silo. I was thinking about this, and I don't want a huge silo, but I also don't want a rinky-dinky silo. So I'm looking for the right silo. I feel like this is the one. If I look in this like so, all right, we're gonna go back to paint, get our gravel. Trying to keep this somewhat uniform looking. There we are. That's probably good for that. And the only other thing I'm going to want to do is down here, I'm going to want to put a cow barn. Typically speaking, I'll do chickens later on. I just don't know where I'm going to put them, but I do want to have a cow barn, and so that's what I'm on next. So let's go ahead and do a cow barn. This one here holds 60. It's not really the one I want. That one only holds 35. That one's 60, 60, 72. What goes into that one? 72 might be the way to go. I don't want to cut myself too short on being able to just want to go a little bit further up from there, and then I'm not a fan of doing pigs, so I'm not going to do them, but I will gladly put in a, what do we got here? I mean, I want to see how this is all going to work through. All right, so I'd like to put in a sheep fixture here. So I'm going to have goats. And no, I don't want to customize. No. Oh, shoot, I did want to do that. Let's sell that. Okay. I'll come back to that one. Let's do chickens, and let's call it a day as far as that stuff's concerned. Now, I don't want some massive chicken barn, mostly because like 700 chickens, that's a lot of chickens. That's a lot of feed. I don't think people realize exactly how much feed that truly is. All right. I think that's good for now. Let's go ahead. I want to have to save like 70 grand, but I need to get equipment, and I want to do that before the end of this episode, you guys. All right. So one thing though I just saw that I did not like is got to paint, because I don't have a driveway out to that, and I just realized it. All right, there's that. All right. And what we'll do is we'll just plant meadow back there. There. That'll be good. Okay, let's move on to equipment now because I am really falling behind you guys and I don't want to do that. So we're going to get ourselves a medium tractor. I want this McCormick MTX. I know it's not the prettiest, but it is exactly what I want. So I do want this with a front loader attacher. This is going to be our around the farm tractor, and I'm not concerned about anything other than making sure this is functional for what we want. So we are going to set it up like this. This is just, like I said, just an around the farm tractor. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to buy that. That's our first tractor. Now we need a work tractor. I'm not going to go that big. I kind of want... Am I overlooking it? Where is it? There it is. I want the AgriStar. It's a solid tractor. It's gonna be our workhorse to start with. So we're gonna buy that. Yes. Okay. Next thing we need is grass equipment because we're gonna need that for our cows. So let's go ahead and this we're gonna search for used. I feel like tractors, harvester, those are fine. I am buying this harvester. Sorry. Not a doubt in my mind. We'll get it I want the wood extension. I want the foldable extension. That's 7,500. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Let's see. We're just going to go with no plate because I can't get the plate I want anyways. So we're going to buy that one as our harvester. We'll get our headers here shortly. I know that there's one header in here I wanted anyways. I want this trailer, which I'm impartial to Massey colors. So we are going to go with XL capacity because this is a large farm. Main color I want to be Massey. Okay. Cover color I want it to be the gray and the gray. If I can't have my style, I don't want one. Okay, let's buy that. Yep, I'm just getting the bare necessities at this point, you guys. I almost went into song there. So glad I did not. When it comes to our two fields of beans or peas and spinach, I'm probably just going to lease the equipment to do it. I don't really want to sit there because those are massive fields. I would be picking up stuff all dang day. All right. Let me see. Is that the header I wanted? Yes, it is. We're just going to go with a gray. That'll work. We're going to buy that one because I do have corn. Let me see if there was. I'll probably wind up getting the one of the lizard headers for it. if I can't find what I'm looking for. But yeah, that would be just such a nightmare to use this. Just such a nightmare. Next thing I need to find is I'm gonna need a plow. I'm going to go with that yellow. No, I'm not. I'm gonna make sure it's John Deere yellow. That's the yellow I want. I want it a little bit brighter. All right, so we're gonna get that. Case header, but I can't stomach that idea. Just looking through here. Mowing equipment. We're gonna buy this one. Yep. And can I get myself this planter? No triangle capacity I want. The big capacity I want. No markers. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to buy that. Just going through the used stuff here, you guys. Hey, it's only one bale. That's the problem I'm having, is I'm not finding what I need entirely. Baler. That is a square baler. That's a good price, actually. I'm going to think about that one because I'd need a wrapper for grass to do it. I already got my wagon. I don't have to get a header right now because, or a grain header, arable crop wise right now. So I'm not worried about that one so much. Just going down through this. Fertilizer. Yeah, I'll buy that because it's 6 bags. I might buy this just to have another tractor on the farm for hauling trailers. How expensive is it to go up in horsepower? So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Front loader, it's already got it, so I don't have to pay for it. Wheel setup, wheel weights. I mean, I'm gonna pay for those. Narrow. You know what? Narrow tires might not be a bad idea. Well, we're gonna go with wheel weights. All right, so that's actually a pretty good deal right there. We will purchase that. Okay, I need a baler yet. I'll need a feed mixer. So we will buy that one because why not? It's there, it's cheap enough. I still have $80,000. I need to have enough money for, I mean, of course I'm going to buy those. I need to have enough money for cattle. I need to get a tedder, and I need to get a baler. We'll buy those 3. All right. When we come back on the next episode, you guys, I'm going to finish figuring out what I need, and then we're going to go find it. While we're away, I will sit there and harvest the peas and spinach. I'm just not going to do that on camera, you guys, because I'm not going to do them long term. I'm just going to have them right now, get them off the field, sell it, and be done with it. So thank you guys for watching. This is Graybeard Gaming, wishing you the very best of days. We'll see you next time. Bye.